I'm going right. I'm, I like to be right.
Sonia, welcome to Real Talk with Star Scorpio. How you doing today?
I've never been better, Peter. How are
Nice.
you?
Good. I'm good. Nice to hear. Thank you for coming on Real Talk. So you're in the insurance industry. So Sonia, let's start from the beginning because what I like to do is understand my guests, where they were born, the upbringing and things like that, and how they got into the career that they're in. So first, Sonia, where were you born and raised?
In Romania, I'm European. And I came here about 14 years ago. Actually, next month will be 14 years.
A
Yeah,
lot of people that immigrate to Canada, they know the exact date that they came
yeah,
here. So you know the exact date.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So did you attend post-secondary school in Romania then? And what career path did you want to go down when you were back home before you came here?
Well, it's different there than here in
Okay.
terms of post-secondary school. After you finish high school, you go straight to university. Well, you go or you don't, right? There's
Okay.
no such a thing as college.
Okay.
Okay, so I did go to university. I did English and French, well, foreign languages, literature, English and French, both of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was a 4-year university. I finished it and then I went straight, immediately after university. I didn't do anything else. I taught English.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you came to Canada, so just for the people that are listening, we worked together at a company over 10 years ago. So I've known you quite a while now.
Yes.
But when you left our company, is that when you decided to get into an insurance?
While I was working for that company.
Oh, so you were taking classes, courses? Did you go to school?
No, no,
No. Okay,
no.
so tell me
So
about
that,
that. How'd you get
yeah,
into it?
yeah. So what happened back then? My broker actually, while I was working at the same company we were, I bought my first car
Mhm.
in Canada. So the first thing you do, you need insurance, right? You can pick up your car, you can drive without that, right? It's
Right.
mandatory. So this broker was referred to me by a Romanian lady from our community, and we got everything done regarding insurance. And he asked me, what are you doing, right? What do you do for work? And I said, well, I do both customer service, I'm in sales, but you know, it is an okay job, right?
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it represents me 100%, right?
Right.
And I don't think I'm going to retire from this. So
Yeah.
I'm still open for anything else. And that was the truth because it was excellent. And that company, I can't say anything about that, but I could see that there was not a challenge,
Okay.
and it became really quickly extremely boring, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So, but it was great for the time being, right? And every job gives you some skills and you learn something. So it's never a waste of time, definitely. But
Right.
you have to know how long and where to stop. So where you're going, and.
Hmm.
So he said, well, with your customer skills, and English is not a barrier for you, and you have sales experience, why don't you do insurance? I was like, what's that? Right? I
Okay.
didn't know anything. Like
Oh,
literally,
yeah.
when he sent me, the insurance company sent me the policy documents with liability cards, the pink slips.
Yes. Yeah.
You're supposed to put in the car because if you're pulled over, you need to show proof of insurance.
Right.
I did not even know what that means. What's a
Wow.
liability card? What's a pink slip?
Okay.
That was new to me. Those were new words.
Hmm.
Okay. So I received the package with the policy documents along with the pink slips and liability cards, put it in the drawer.
Hmm.
Drive, no problem.
Yeah.
My broker calls me. Did you put your pink slip in the car? No, why would I? What does that mean? Okay, that's your proof of insurance. You get a ticket if you want it. Okay, done, no problem.
Hmm.
So then I started to become curious, right? About insurance and how it works. And I started asking questions. What if I have an accident? Want this and that? And then I asked like straightforward. I said, look, I will be in maternity leave next year. I was pregnant.
Remember that?
I have 1 year to figure it out where I'm going. Am I coming back to this company or I choose a different career, right?
Yeah.
So I think 1 year is plenty enough when you're at home with a baby that sleeps most of the time. Or at least I should say that, because I was really lucky in that regard.
Yeah.
He slept a lot, right?
Mhm.
So he was like, oh, you have to go and take a 2 week course.
Mhm.
I can't remember. He said maybe it's $1,000 or $2,000. I can't remember the exact amount he mentioned back then. And then you go, you pass your exam, and if you don't, it's okay. You go again until you pass it, right?
Okay.
Um,
Wait, so just for a minute, when you say exam, so what are we talking about here? What course or license are you taking at the time right now?
so in order to be a broker, an insurance broker,
Mhm.
to be able to sell home and auto and business and commercial insurance and even travel, you need to be licensed.
Right.
And on that note, we all know there's a lot of fraud out there, right?
Mhm.
If you ever question, or anybody that hears this, if you ever question the person you're talking over the phone, because we know nowadays most of the business is done over the phone,
Mhm.
not because of COVID, people working from home. It's the way it is, right? We are busy, and we can actually sell policies over the phone.
Mhm.
If you question that person is not licensed to sell insurance, it's very easy. Go to the website called RIBO, which
Rebo.
means RIBO stands
Mhm.
for Registered Insurance Brokers of Ontario.
Okay.
Go there, type the person first and last name, and you will immediately see their license number and what brokerage they are with.
Okay, I didn't know that. Mhm.
Yeah, if you type the name and nothing comes up, that person is not licensed. So just don't even entertain any more conversation, because I heard there's a lot of out there.
Mhm.
Now, going back to your question, I was supposed to go for this course with RIBO, Registered Insurance Broker of Ontario,
Yeah.
pay for it, and then, try to pass the exam in order to be able to work and provide insurance and sell. I said, I don't have $1,000.
Mhm.
What do you mean you don't have? I don't. So what do you do? I was like, isn't there any other way? Yeah, but it's difficult. You can order the books and you can study at home. And I have them here, they're under my desk.
Yeah.
All 6 of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, this thick. And I was like, okay, how much is that? $500. Oh, it's a better deal, right?
Yeah.
Than going to the course
Yeah.
for 2 weeks. Plus, I said I can't go for 2 weeks because I have a baby. So I can't. You are supposed to be in class all day, like an 8-hour, with breaks, of course, but you have to be all day. So I
Right.
said, with a baby, I can't go for 2 weeks, right?
Mhm.
So there's no way I can go to the course. Plus, it's too expensive. And if there's a way I can learn at home, in my own pace, I'll do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you're not going to pass, he said. Very encouraging, the guy.
Yeah.
You're not going to pass. So, okay, you said that if I don't, I can do it again, right?
Mhm.
So that's what I did. I ordered the books. I was opening them. I couldn't understand a damn thing.
Wow.
Close them, open again. But
Mhm.
because what happens in Romania, I knew nothing about insurance. I used to be an English teacher, right? Back then, I drove for a while, my parents' car, so I never dealt with insurance. Plus, it's different. Europe, it's a different ballgame.
Mhm.
And I come here, that I just purchased a vehicle, right? So again, I told you, I didn't even know I had to put my pink slip in the car. So everything was new, even the words, the terminology.
Yes.
Regardless, I was an English teacher, but the terminology is different. I didn't teach my children about insurance, so it's a different language, right?
Right.
Then I started reading. At the beginning, I was frustrated, I couldn't understand a damn thing, and then continue reading, and going deeper and deeper, I started to be really interested. I was like,
Mhm.
this is interesting, actually.
Yeah.
So once you like something, that you
Of
learn
course.
fast, you get it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could say that I became passionate pretty quick, like, oh, I love this.
Mhm.
And he explained to me the industry in terms of, you have 2 options. You can go and work for a brokerage as a customer service representative. So you service their existing clients,
Okay.
and you go, for a decent salary. Some brokerage might offer you a commission on the side,
Mhm.
right? So that's one option.
Mhm.
Or the second option, you just start with being self-employed. You just sell, you build your own book of business, you build your own clientele from scratch.
So,
Now,
so Sonia, I don't want to
yeah,
lose your train of thought, but
yes.
is that where I see people doing that marketing? So they become a broker and they might put up ads, they might have something on a bus shelter, they hand out flyers because they need to get that business. Is that what I'm um
Yes,
understanding?
yes,
Hmm.
yes, 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 because nobody pays you, right? You pay yourself.
Right.
So you build slowly your clientele, right? And the most important thing is to know how to keep that clientele,
Hmm.
okay? Because people, and I can't blame them, we all do it, including myself. We like to shop around.
Right.
We always like to get the best deal, right?
Hmm.
But what I tell my clients after I close a sale and I sell their policies, once we're done with the paperwork, and I know and I feel it, and I know how much I save them, and I know they're happy with the service. I could tell, right,
Hmm.
by their voice, by the way they respond to my emails. So once I'm done with this, I
Hmm.
always tell them, I'm not here just to help you right now.
Hmm.
I know you're happy I saved you $800 on your home and auto insurance, $1,200, $700, whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
It's always different. But I'm not here just for today.
Hmm.
Next year on renewal is when it comes up, we're going to have a conversation and I am going to shop around for you.
Okay.
So you had to be ahead of the game. You don't let him go Google. Hey, my best friend, can you please recommend me low? My insurance went up. Can you please let me know?
Hmm.
You always anticipate that he's going or she's going to do that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So you prepare them. I am here for you. If this year, the renewal came slightly higher and you're not happy, and I shopped around for you and I couldn't find you a better deal,
Hmm.
well, I will tell you go somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
But if I do, which rarely happen, I think it has happened to me twice in
Hmm.
so many years. I've been doing this since I got my license 2013. I've been doing this since 2014. Twice I think it has happened to me. Guess where those clients are right now? Back with me.
Wow.
But there was a situation
Yeah.
that I kind of had to let them go. I knew
Yeah.
they were coming back, right?
Yeah.
But that's extremely rare,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So part of being a broker, it's not, people have this misconception that, you save them on the insurance and that's it,
Hmm.
right? No, but your role goes a little bit farther than that. You educate them a little bit,
Yes.
right? I'm
Yes.
here with you for the long haul. Next year
Hmm.
on renewal, the next year on renewal, the next year on renewal, and so on.
Yeah.
And I'm here for you. Like, companies might change coverage every year. So let's see, I'm giving you a short example. Some companies offer minor conviction protector. That's the perfect example, I would say, which means that if you get a minor ticket, a speeding ticket, if you have that protector, on your renewal next year, your insurance will not go up because you are already protected.
Hmm.
Okay. Some companies offer it, some companies don't,
Hmm.
right? So you always have to be up to date with whatever is coming new.
Hmm.
And on renewal, review your client policy really quick. Oh, now, well, this company offers minor conviction. My client doesn't have it.
Hmm.
Hey, Mr. So-and-so, we have a new coverage. Would you be interested, right?
Yes.
And if the client sees the value and the way you present it, he might not, right? Which is extremely rare, because when the insurance company comes with a product, it is valuable. If you
Right.
don't want to purchase it, okay, that's your call. But again, going back to the broker role is to explain to you what that has value.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
it goes beyond on saving on insurance. It's more than that.
yeah, building that relationship with the client is very important in anything. Like,
Yes,
people have their personal bankers. Like I have my banker, I have my mechanic, and I referred some people to you as well, like years
yes,
ago, and you got
yes,
them good rates.
yes.
Um, but one thing that some people don't know how to ask is when it comes to saving. Let's get on the savings topic just for a minute.
Okay. Yes.
Um, they think that they're based on their postal code because I hear this all the time, and maybe you can shed light on
And
that.
you're right about that.
Yeah, based on their postal code, oh, I can get cheaper insurance if I live in this city. But they don't know what to ask and different things like that. So maybe you can shed some light on how to save, what to save. Like back in the days, if you had the club on your steering wheel, you can save because of that discount.
You as a broker, the first thing that all my conversations start with this. How can I save you first?
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you all the questions that will provide you a discount.
Okay.
The most common, and everybody I think knows nowadays, which wasn't before, is winter tires. So that's the first thing we're going to start with, right? Okay. And so it depends if we're talking about a household with 3 vehicles, sometimes even 4, right? They do the math. Some companies offer 5%, some companies 3% or 2%. 2 or 3, well, doesn't do much, but 5 it does. But again, going back to a household with 4 cars, if you look, you know, and going back to the postal code, and I'll talk about that in a bit. That's another thing. Your premium might be higher based on the postal code, based on the vehicle you drive, based on your driving and history insurance. So there's so many factors that trigger that premium. And your policy bond for cars, $5,000. I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the math. What's 5%? It is. So you're going to give $60 to your mechanic to put those winter tires, right? And shop around for some or whatever, right? And that's another thing. When you shop for a car, ask for winter tires.
Yeah.
To come with them.
Yeah.
And you already got that included. And then you go and save on your insurance. So there are lots of discounts available. Lots. There's a lot to talk about that, and it's a little bit sensitive because I don't want people not to understand. There are lots of companies that offer discount based on your driving behavior.
Yeah.
I can touch on that, but it's a lot to talk about. And I always recommend do it. Some companies you start with 20%. Some companies you start with 10% discount just by accepting to have an application on your phone.
Yeah, the new app. Yes.
Yes. Okay. And I can show you actually. I have 2 or 3 clients. They're having so much fun with that application. They keep sending me pictures to show me how good they are, because what the application does is one company is giving you a percentage. So one of my clients sent me a picture. I'm 23%. What that means is I started his insurance policy, this particular client, back in December. I gave him 20% discount on his insurance policy just by him accepting to download an application on the phone.
Yes.
But we don't know what kind of driver he's going to be. Maybe he's going to be aggressive. We have no clue. But the insurance company gives you 20% just to start with.
Yes.
The only thing that you might not get, or you can call it you can lose, is based on your, even a policy is for 12 months, you're going to be monitored for only 6 months of your driving behavior. Therefore, the only thing that you might not get up to 30% discount on renewal, or some companies offer 5, 10, or 15.
Right.
So then, first of all, it's so easy not to be an aggressive driver. It's the easiest thing. Just don't go too close to the car in front of you, because then you have to push the brakes too often. And that application is going to trigger an aggressive driving behavior. Keep distance. It's that simple.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, but I'm going in areas where it's 50 kilometers or 40 kilometers speed limit, and I don't want to go 40 or 50. What the insurance company is going to say? Nothing. They're not from the police, okay?
Yeah.
They're not the police. They're not going to call the police. Hey, that guy is driving 50 kilometers, go and give him a ticket. It's not working that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but yes, you're in a 40 kilometer zone and you're driving 100, like really? And you're doing that every day? Do you think that app is going to trigger a normal behavior? No. But do it once a month. It's okay. We won't do it. Okay? So what happens is during the 6-month period, based on your braking, your habits, let's say you are on the highway for half an hour. Okay. if you're sitting in traffic, people are like, but I need to push the brake. Of course you're going to push the brake.
Right.
But it shows you at 20 kilometers per hour. So you're just actually sitting there. You're just moving slowly.
Yeah.
But when you're going 120 kilometers per hour, and then you're down to 20, then you're again 120, and then you're down to 20. Of course, that's aggressive behavior. It's so simple.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, that's what I hear. I don't want to know. I don't want them to know where I'm going. I don't want to be monitored. It's not about that. You're getting up to 30% discount on renewal. I've seen it for years.
Yeah.
I've been doing this long enough. Get it.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing to lose. So now, because I have a few clients, they're so excited about the app. They keep sending me pictures. They're like, I have 23. Does that mean on renewal I get 23? I said, you better stay at 23. Don't go lower because that can change, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I want 30. Okay, then go to 30, no problem, right?
Yeah.
So on the other hand, it's good because it kind of makes them aware. Slow down.
Yeah, you know what? When my insurance company offered that app and I got the discount right away, and it did control my driving habits, even though I'm not the same as before when I was younger, but it's like it's like a video game. You want to accelerate properly, turn properly, and brake properly. So
you want to know where you're at, right?
Yes, yes. So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So now, the postal code thing now. So
exactly. I was exactly about to go back.
Yeah, so you go ahead and talk about that because, let's be open here. There are people that say that they live at a different postal code just to get that break-in insurance. But what's the deal with I live in a high, I don't know, accident area. What is this about?
Yeah, as much as I love insurance and I'm really passionate about what I'm doing, that's the only thing that I don't like. And I disagree. And it seems that they've been talking about and they've been working on this for a few years now. Nothing has been done. Hopefully it will, because it's on their agenda.
Okay.
It's actually not fair.
Yep.
Okay. So you live in Brampton, you live in Vaughan, you live in Richmond Hill. Okay. We both have the same age, approximately, whatever, 1 year, more or less. Okay. We're both females. We drive the same car. Okay. Because every vehicle triggers a different premium. So let's put a scenario. We have the same age. We're both married. That helps, believe it or not. You're single or married triggers a premium.
Okay.
Yeah, because it seems that if you're married, you're like, okay, more like, engaged and you're calm and you're this. Be the other way around, I would say. If I can make a comment on that. On when you're single, you're more distracted, right? So on a funny note, but it's true. So going back to the postal code, listen, so let's put this scenario when we're the same age group and we drive the same car and we've had insurance in Canada for 10 years, let's say, clean record, no claims, no at-fault accident, no tickets, but we live in Brampton. Too bad for us.
Okay.
You live in Brampton, I live in Pickering. Well, I would be paying maybe $180, $167, more or less. It's
a month.
Yeah. While you're in Brampton, $290. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is reality. And you're not going to move from Brampton because you have all your friends, all your family, you went to school there. Or, I don't know, you already paid for your house or you didn't, but you don't want to move, you don't want to sell. You have your reasons to stay there. You love the city. You have the right to stay wherever you want, right? You're not going to move just to save on insurance.
Yeah.
Unless maybe it's job related or I don't know, you get married or have other reasons to move, right? So yeah, unfortunately it is what it is.
Yeah.
But the reason behind that, what I'm trying to explain people, it makes sense. It's the loss ratio, we call it. So in some areas, you're going to see more losses, more claims, more accidents, more vandalism, I don't know, cars being stolen, whatever the case may be. So then insurance companies look at numbers. They love numbers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How much you make, how much you lose. Right? So
Yeah.
that's all it is.
So they put it on the consumer then. Is this what you're saying? Okay, you live in this, we're gonna have to put it on you.
Spread,
Yeah,
spread the loss.
spread the love. It's like spread the love, but no, spread the loss this time. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry to admit it, but I'm really optimistic and hopeful because they've been working on it.
Yeah, because
the song, the change is going to come.
Yeah. Change is gonna come. Yeah. Yeah, because it's not fair when you think of it. There's good drivers, and because they live in a bad area, they're paying for it. Doesn't make sense.
But okay, going back to a broker being able to give you all the discounts you're entitled to, even if you live in Brenton, Vaughan, or Richmond Hill, right? That's a huge saving right there. Get the application. It depends which company, because not all I work with about 15 insurance companies. Not all of them offer it, but I know 5 of them, so plenty to choose from, right? Get the app on your phone. I mean, up to 30%. We're talking big saving here, right?
Yeah.
Again, if a policy is $1,500, $1,800, $2,000 a month, you're not going to feel a lot of saving. But we're talking about household with 3-4 vehicles, right? So then up to 30%, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's good.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So Sonia, what about the last thing about discounts? Is it always the best thing to do home and auto together? Because you get that extra discount when you do home and auto.
Yes, definitely. I have one company offers 19% discount on your auto policy if you bring your home or tenants, whatever. You might be a homeowner, you might be renting, right?
Yeah.
Let's do the math. A $3,000 policy, what's 19%? Your home insurance or tenants is almost paid.
Yeah.
So I like to say sometimes tenants insurance is for free. You just do the math. 19% discount on your auto insurance represents whatever, $300, $370, $290, $370. Okay. If you don't want tenants insurance, okay, then no problem. Pay $300, $350, $370 more on the auto.
Right.
Because you're losing the 19%. So I always do the math and show them numbers, because numbers talk.
Yes. And
numbers
that's what
talk.
people see. Yeah. People need to see that. Right.
They need to see. Then let's go to a homeowner's policy. Could be $150, $750 a year, could be $1,200, could be $1,800. I don't know. It depends how big the house, how old the house is, where the house is, and so many factors triggering that premium, right? But again, going back to a household with 2 vehicles or 3 vehicles, and your policy is $3,500. Okay, what's your 19% of $3,500? Okay, then we're doing the math exactly, and then your policy for your house is $850 or $900 or $1,000, and it's kind of almost half paid.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you combine home and auto with the same insurance company? The only time you wouldn't is when there is a reason that your wherever you got the best rate for your auto insurance, that company cannot insure your property for whatever reason. There are reasons that sometimes you need to go somewhere else.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you just stay with this one. And okay.
Yeah. Home and auto discount. Oh, I'm so sorry. Home and auto discount, most of the companies offer 15%, but there are companies that offer, as I said, 19, one of them 17, very rarely 12, but it's still quite a saving.
Okay, thanks for that. So I got to tell you something. In 2011, we had a house fire, right? And this is the time.
I think I remember.
Yeah, we were working together. Yeah,
we were working. I was in a broker back then. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And this is the time where you really see how good your insurance company is. And I'm not going to name that insurance company, but the adjusters that they sent over were horrible. The night of the fire, when he came to the house, the person that they sent, the first thing he asked for is how much personal insurance. And this is going to the policy, like not reading your policy. So I don't really read my policy, which is a mistake. And, your personal insurance, your clothes and this and that. So that's the first. Yeah. Instead of asking how we were and everything okay, he went right to how much personal insurance do you have? And then we got our papers out, and it was whatever, 80,000, whatever, it was high. Yeah. And then and the fire was only in the kitchen and the living room, but the smoke damage
You have
was
to paint.
upstairs. Yeah.
You have to paint everywhere.
Right,
Yeah,
right. But we had enough personal insurance. But the first thing he said is, "Oh, I don't think that's enough." And that's not something you tell somebody when they just had a fire. I'm like, this guy is horrible. And then a week later, we had to move out and all that stuff while they were fixing it up. But the relationship between us and him, like my wife was doing most of the talking with him, he was horrible. And I guess they have a lot of clients, but it wasn't good.
They're probably overworked.
Yeah, but that's one thing. It's you really get tested when something really happens. You get in a car accident, something happens to your house.
Exactly.
So do you have insurance companies that you recommend on a regular where you know you're confident in them?
Definitely. But on that note, again, I'm sorry you had that experience with that claim adjuster. And you know, I'm not surprised because I've heard that. You're not the only one. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
But I did hear many times people being happy with their claim adjuster as well. Right. But what I also, that's another thing, as I said at the beginning, being a broker, it means a lot about educating your clients. That's another thing that I tell them. Okay. I cannot guarantee you might have a claim 2 years down the road. You might have a claim 5 years down the road, right? There's no way I can guarantee you the claim adjuster you're going to have at that time. If something happens, it's going to be amazing. Yeah. I wouldn't be realistic to sell that on you, right? Right. Wouldn't be realistic. But what I do is this, is if something happens, the only time the insurance companies will talk to a client is when there's a claim, there's a 24-hour, line open for anybody. Yep. Okay? Including weekends, of course. So you can go ahead if it happens at 3 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m., or a Sunday afternoon, and you're thinking you can, call your broker. Yes, you can, as far as I'm concerned. That's another thing I educate them. You can call me anytime. I'm not a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 broker. Okay. Oh, so nice. Yeah. So I might not be able to answer this second, but you will hear from me in the next 10 minutes, half an hour. I don't know. You will hear from me the same day. Doesn't matter if it's Saturday or Sunday. So going back, what I tell them, if for whatever reason you just didn't want to call me because it was 3 a.m. in the morning and you decide to call the claim department, they will take over. They will ask you questions. They will assign a claim adjuster and you go from there. No problem with that. But I can't guarantee you anything. I don't know what you said. I don't know how they will understand, especially with car accidents. In your case, it's straightforward. Fire. That's it. What's the loss? This. We need to pay everything. How much money we have? It's pretty straightforward, right? Thank God nobody was hurt in your case. Nobody was, right? No. Nobody was hurt. Okay. So that's, again, the most important thing. So, but when it comes to car accidents, that's a little bit more sensitive because I might say my story in a way, you might say your story in another way. So until, we get to the truth, it takes a while, right? Right. So it's a little bit more sensitive. Therefore, call your broker first. Okay. Let me give you my advice first. How to say it, what to say, right? So, or you might not even need to go that far. It depends. That you might need. You can get a cash settlement. You don't necessarily need to go if it makes sense. Right. So every scenario, every client is unique. So I don't have a recipe for everybody. I'm going to apply it the same way. It's always different, right? Of course. And again, that's why the clients need to see your value as a broker, starting on saving on their insurance, helping them on renewal to shop around from them, educating them about putting their pink slip in the car. Like I didn't know I had to. Now I tell everybody, make sure you put it. I didn't know I had to, right? Call me when you have a car accident. Don't call the insurance company first. Talk to me first and let me give you a piece of advice. I'm not an expert in claims and I'm not going to say I am. But you've heard a lot of them since your time. I had enough experience, right? Yeah. And I'm not even pretend to be a claim expert because that's not my role, but I do have enough experience to advise you the best I can. I'll give you an example. I remember on a Saturday, I was watching a movie and my clients, even if I'm open and they know they can text me, call me anytime, whether it's a claim or not, or they simply have a question. I've noticed during this years, they have a lot of common sense. It's very rare for me to be bothered on a Saturday, on a Sunday, unless it's really like this morning. I had a call, I had a text message from a client that about the payment thing. So if it's payment or little things, I might, but it's rare.
Yeah.
They have common sense, right? And I was watching a movie on that Saturday, and my phone was next to me as always. And I look at my phone, I see the client's name, 10 p.m. in the evening on a Saturday.
Right.
And I said to myself, I said, she's not calling me because she's having a party and she wants me to invite me over, right?
Yeah.
This was an accident, for sure.
Right.
So I was thinking, but I already, grabbed my phone and I was like, saying hello and answered the phone. I knew she was in a car accident. Nobody calls you at 10:10 on a Saturday, right? And she was, you can sense in her voice, was her first car accident, was pretty bad. She wasn't hurt.
But she was okay. She was okay?
She was okay. I mean, like just, the shock and
okay.
The first time experience. The car was a total loss, was a write-off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But you can sense in her voice, she was like shaking, and she was like, trying not to cry. And she was scared. She was like panicked a little bit. Anyway, so we talked, but we had to talk about what are the next steps, what she has to do. My first question is always if anybody was hurt. And I always say, nobody is hurt. Cars are cars. You can replace, you can fix. Doesn't matter. That's why you have insurance. End of conversation. You have to be healthy. That's important. And she has kept, every time we talk, so she has been my client for so long. Every time we talk about insurance, she always reminds me, she was like, you pick up the phone at 10:10 Saturday, you always do that.
Yeah.
She gives it, and I told her a million times, I said, because I knew you're not going to call me to invite me to a party.
Yeah.
You had an accident. That's what you told me, right? Yeah. So that's what you do for your clients.
Yeah.
Because you have to, I am the client too. What would I expect?
Yeah, of course.
I know nothing. I just, I have a car, I have insurance, but I have a question. Who's going to answer?
Yeah.
And if you answer when they need it, that goes
a long way. I like that personal touch. So I had a question about what's the most rewarding thing for you then? And you probably talked about it, but what's the most rewarding thing for you in what you do right now?
When I get referred, I know why. I know. Yeah. So that is telling me, I had so many times, I joined Pickering Group, my neighborhood recently, and there's somebody that keeps referring me all the time. And when I see the notification on my phone, I'm like, I know why she's doing it, right? I never met her. We actually live close, and we said one day maybe we'll meet for a coffee. It has never happened. Yeah. But she keeps referring me, and I know why. So that's like, they wouldn't refer me if they weren't happy. And again, not only with the savings, the whole process, and and I would say that's what it is. And when you feel in their voice that, I had a single mother back in December, and she was like ridiculously paying for her house. I couldn't believe my eyes. And I saved her. So her renewal was January 11th. So initially she called me too early, November, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to run an estimate for you, but wait for your, she didn't even have her renewal. I said, wait for your renewal. Okay, these are the numbers. We went through coverage, limits, everything. And it looked good number-wise, and was giving her even more coverage, I would say, than she had. But I was like, when you get your renewal, let's compare with what you got, because you might be surprised your renewal comes even higher. So that means I will be saving even more. Yeah. So let's open this conversation again. You should get it in a week or two, like shortly, right? I said, my quotes are safe for 90 days. Nothing is going to change, so don't worry about it. So she calls me the first day she got her renewal. Sonia, I got my renewal. let's talk about it. Look, you were right. It went up. Even higher. Auto, not so much, but my property. And you're right. Now you're saving even more, right? So I said, well, I'm happy. I'll get the applications ready for you. I told her the documents that I needed from her. She immediately text message, send me ownership, this and whatever I asked. But I was so busy. It was already beginning of December, but I was so busy. I've never been so busy December. Usually December and January are slow months for us.
Yeah.
I've never been so busy in December. So I got all the documents and I said, okay, I'll prepare the document shortly for you. Just bear with me because her renewal was January 11th, right?
Yeah.
So I still had time. I had to prioritize my December clients, effective December, not January, right? She was like, yeah, no problem. Take your time. I'm glad we got this done, finalized. Whenever you send me the applications, I'll sign them and when we're good at that, right? But what happens, and I know this for a fact.
Okay.
Even your renewal is in January, right? You know I'm going to save you for the coming year, and that's done. We know that. But the insurance company doesn't know that you're not going to renew.
Yeah.
Her monthly payments were a few days before Christmas. So they will continue to withdraw as if you're going to renew.
Okay.
Unless you send a cancellation request. So even if verbally over the phone and through emails, I had all the documents, everything was verified. I still never tell clients to cancel unless I send them the application and I have it signed back.
Okay.
Right? So she was pressuring, she was not pressuring me. She was like, oh, when do I cancel? When do I cancel? I said, wait for me to send you the applications and then you can go ahead and cancel. But then when I finished the conversation, I was like, with her, I said, when do you have your monthly payments? And she said, December, on the 20th of each month, something like that. It's like, oh, so she wants to avoid that payment. Okay, I said, let me give her a Christmas gift.
Wow.
So I prepare all the applications, even if, again, I was so busy, that could have waited 2 more weeks. And I have to do it, right? What are you talking about? We're talking about first week of December. They could have waited a month. Let me give her a Christmas gift. So I prepare all the applications for her to sign. And then she immediately returns them like a few hours later or the next day. I can't remember exactly. She signed them. And I sent her a text message. Now feel free to cancel in the insurance company. She called me. She was like, yeah, now I have money in my account. So I don't have to, right?
Yeah.
Because her renewal being January 11, the insurance company I placed her would have withdraw late
in
January.
December. Oh, late January.
Late January,
Oh,
the
late
next
January.
2 payments.
Okay. Yeah.
So she avoided a payment just before Christmas, right? Because she knew it's not going to renew. And you already paid your last month.
Yeah.
So once you send the cancellation request, you have nothing to pay for that month, right?
We
So
pay a month ahead,
things.
right? We pay a month ahead, right? For
exactly,
insurance.
the last month.
Yeah, the last one. Okay, yeah.
The last. So if she had sent the cancellation request, even if you send it in December, but it's effective January 11 in her case, right? On the 20th of December, they wouldn't have withdrawn because she already paid the last month and she's leaving, right?
Yeah.
So these little things that sometimes for them means a lot. Like, oh, okay, now I have some money extra for Christmas, right? Or whatever, not necessarily Christmas. There was Christmas this time in my scenario, but it could be anything you can and you need to spend on. Yeah.
So Sonia, thanks for sharing that story. Do you have any advice for anyone that wants to get into insurance? Because some people like to go those routes, right? Some people want to work for the TTC. They say it's a good paying job. You get a good pension. Some people say, yeah, I want to get into insurance because they know there's a lot of people in insurance, but there's a lot that goes in it, like the studying to get licensed and things like that. But do you have any advice for anyone that wants to get into it?
So
from your experience.
As I told you, I didn't even know I'm going to pass the exam. I even surprised myself, right? I ordered the books, I learned, I passed it, right? I don't know how, but I did. Right? So again, now it's up to you. How are you willing, to learn and, educate yourself about this? And, again, you don't pass it, you go again and you do it. So getting your license, that's the first step to do it. Some people work in an office in insurance, just to get, familiar with the industry, and it might take them a year or two or even three until they say, oh, I'm going to get for my license, right? They don't feel ready. Some people need more time, right?
Yeah.
So each individual is unique and, has his or her own pace. So, but if you think that you have, I don't know, you have to feel it is, do I have the patience to deal with so many people? Do I have the personal skills? You have to be true to yourself, who you are, right? If you are the kind of person, oh my God, this one is calling again, like, really? He's called me 3 times already. If you are like that, stay home, do something else. Go and work for TDC. Okay. And or be a driver nobody's talking to you. Okay. So you have to know who you are, first of all. Personal skills, do you have? Yes or no? It's a simple question. Assess yourself. Are you patient? If you're not, don't do it. Stay home. Do something else. Right? That's where you go. And then you have to, can I be self-employed? Can I build from scratch? I might not have money this month. What am I doing? Am I mentally prepared to have a bad month? 2 bad months, maybe 3. But man, the 5th one was amazing. Or the 4th was amazing. And you're going to catch up for those. And then I have another bad month, but then I have 3 good ones. Right? So if you have that mentality and that strength and you're willing to take the risk to build your own book, yes, I would advise you, be self-employed, go and be a broker. But it takes a lot of skills, and a lot of strength, a lot of patience. And again, it depends on some, in a household, maybe, one has a steady income and the other one can try, depends on, each person's situation.
The dynamics, the
dynamics of the household. That's another thing. But I think it's up to you to do whatever you want. If you believe in that thing and, you put all your effort, all your time, all your patience, you can do. We know that you can do anything as long as you love it, as long as you believe in what you're doing. And I'll tell you one thing: insurance is not boring. You always learn something. It's amazing how many things you end up knowing about properties, vehicles, and you went in so much depth. And even I ask myself sometimes, like, oh, I can't believe it. When you do commercial insurance, you have to already know the business. Because how am I going to insure you if I don't know what your risks are? So it's a lot of assessment. It's a lot of thinking. And it's never boring. It's always a challenge. I don't like repetitive jobs. I get bored easily.
I remember when we worked together, I know.
I used to read the label of the Coca-Cola bottle. Like, I was that bored. You read what it says on the bottle. There was no brain challenge. This was too repetitive for me.
I know.
I can't do that.
You can't do it.
I can't. It was good at the time.
I get it.
And I'm grateful because I learned some skills there that nowadays help me. I use them. But I knew I'm not going to retire from that. It wasn't for me. Good
piece of advice. So Sonia, with Real Talk with Star Scorpio this season, I have 2 cards, 2 different questions.
Okay.
And by my hand, I'm going to read out what I'm going to ask you. So tell me which hand you want me to read.
So now, okay, so you're facing me. That's your right and that's your left. Okay, let's do right.
Name one challenging thing you had to overcome in life.
Do you have an Excel spreadsheet? You know the Excel spreadsheet? You can write a lot in different hands. One? You have one?
Yes, I know there's many.
Wow. That's the most difficult question I've ever been asked. So I need to pick one.
I have one in my head that I thought you might say if I read this one, but I don't know. Let's see what you
Yeah,
say. I'll tell you
yeah,
after, but yeah,
yeah,
let's see what you
yeah.
say.
Oh, I don't know. There's having so many that I don't know which one to pick. I don't know. Let's say, you know, packing three suitcases, one is small, and coming to Canada, not knowing to expect,
That's,
and
yep.
just, you know, swim, but I don't know how to swim. I'm going to learn.
Yeah, that's the one. I was
All
like,
I
is she
know,
gonna
Canada
say
is
it?
a great country.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going there for the its values. I'm going
Mhm.
there for because I know I can be whoever I want to be.
Yeah.
I know I have rights. I know this and this. Canada is a great country. Okay.
Mhm.
It can go wrong.
Yeah.
It can't.
Yeah.
So that was my mindset.
That's the one I had. Like leaving
That's the one you had?
Romania.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
leaving Romania, coming to Canada, one of the most.
Yeah.
But of course, like you said, there's a list of things that we are challenged with in life.
Yes.
Thanks
Yes.
for sharing that. So the last thing we're gonna do, I'm doing this for charity too. So
Okay.
I donate to causes,
I
charities.
remember you. Yeah, I watched some of your videos with other people. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna show you 3 balloons. This
Ah, I like
season,
that.
season 2, we have Up with Women, we have the Mississauga Humane Society, and we have the
Okay.
Fundraiser Warriors. So hold on.
Really? I'm wearing a pink shirt. Are they pink? They look pink.
Yeah, they're pink or they're red. Okay. Okay, Sonia, I'm holding 3 balloons in my hand,
Mhm.
and you tell me which one you want me to pop, and I'll know which charity cause I'm donating to today. Again, my
So,
hands.
so again, you have one. Okay. I'm going right. I like to be right.
All right. So the 5th charity Star Scorpio is donating to is, oh my gosh, back to back, the Fundraiser Warriors.
The
So
fundraiser.
yes,
That's
so
excellent.
yes, Sonia, thanks for coming out today to Real
Thank you for
Talk with Star
having me.
Scorpio. Oh, no problem. This is episode 5 in the books, and we out.